G'day collaborators and welcome to Homeworld 2. This is another one of my absolute favourite games from my childhood because of just, in fact I even have the, hang on a sec, one sec. I even still have the original CD in a different box, of course, because the original one got destroyed, but the original CD of the original game, Kaboom, that I got, when this came out, because I absolutely loved the demo that Homeworld 1 shipped out on some PC mag, and I just had to have Homeworld 2. This is actually the remastered version, lovingly redone by Gearbox after they took up the Sierra Entertainment IPs and, well, this IP specifically, and they decided to remake the game because they are just wholesome people. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start the game from the beginning. I did try to do one thing, try to do a gameplay of this before, but it didn't really work out. Anyway, so I love this game for a myriad of reasons, but the first one is what you're going to hear in just a few moments, and you will love it. I hope you will love it. Anyway, I'll go quiet now.
In the first time, the great hyperspace core was found. With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace. Thousand years passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet. Pain and bloodshed flowed in its wake. But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Hiigara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sajukar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Hiigara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway. The pride of Hiigara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green. Primary couplings released.
Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away.
Oh, I love it so much. So the first reason why I absolutely love this film is its amazing soundscape. It's utterly brilliant soundscape. The score, the ambience, what you're hearing right now, the sounds of the ships, the sounds of combat, the sounds of communication.
With the core. Proceed with transfer.
Listen to this. Listen.
Trajectory and alignment confirmed. Take it to 115 and initiate capture procedures.
It's good shit. I'm just gonna cut to what the original game looked like right now. And then I'm gonna cut back. And then I'm gonna cut back to the original game. And now I'm gonna cut back. Because just to give you an idea of how good this game looks to me. Like, this is mind-blowing to me. Because the original game was what I grew up with. When I was 12, must have been. When did this game come out?
Fleet Command online.
2003.
Mothership status report.
Holy shit.
Engineering online.
I was 10.
Stand
I was
by
10 when that game
initiate
came out.
Engine sequence. Main engines online. Engine test complete. All standard drives are operational. Navigation online. The mothership is standing by.
So I was 10 when this game came out, and I played it fucking religiously. Not even much of the story. In fact, I didn't actually complete the story because this game kicks my ass.
Salvage target.
I didn't complete the story because of how much this game kicks my ass, but I spent so long on just skirmishes. I just did so many skirmishes because I just loved this game to pieces, and I love this game to pieces right now. Except there has been a few issues with its optimization, and some of the things have been lost, and some issues have arisen. But it's still a pretty fantastic game.
And will remain docked
Yep.
with Tanis. Once these trials are complete, we will launch the mothership and test the hyperspace core.
And yes, I was like
The
lip
first trial
syncing
will test
over
the resourcing system.
introduction scene without having
resource
to look at the
collector is
subtitles
standing by.
because I know the game so goddamn much.
Begin retrieval of resource containers at this location.
It's so good. Alright, so this is the tutorial mission. This is the first mission of the
Resourcing
game. It's
system
not actually a
fully
tutorial mission because there are
operational.
separate tutorials, but
Trial
I don't need them.
successful.
This is the first mission of the game, the introductory mission, I suppose.
We will now test the mothership's production capabilities.
Yep,
Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
sure
Mothership.
thing, Tanis.
Production underway.
And just like, just look at this, and look at all just in the background. Look at all of this in the background. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then just these god rays, just all of these god rays. Why did they need to put that in? They didn't, but they did, and I love it. And like you can follow individual ships, and they talk. They just have random talking, just some points. I wish there was a bit more of that. There's only a little bit, but if you zoom in on a ship, they'll actually start talking, and they'll also talk if they're engaged in a battle. Which is also, these are not the original colors of the
Mothership
game.
Fighter facility
They're actually blue and
complete.
white.
Fighter facility subsystem.
But these are just
complete.
my colors that I set
Engineering
in,
is
'cause-
online and ready for fighter production.
Yep.
To test basic combat capabilities, construct an interceptor squadron.
Mothership.
I'm going to
Production
construct two.
underway.
Okay, so the second reason why... So the first reason I love this game is because of its amazing soundscape, the score and the ambience and all of them. So the soundscape, everything you hear. And the second reason why I love this game is because this game depicts space in a very unique way that many other space interpretations really don't do. So many other interpretations of space is that it's a vast ocean, which is not bad, you know, it's very... The two are very comparable. You know, there's a lot of analogies between the two, and that's fine, you know. But Homeworld was one of the
Interceptor
only
squadron complete.
RTS games, or one of the only depictions of
Stand
space
by
which
to begin
depicted
combat
as a
trials.
desert. Listen to the sound effects. Listen to all the things. These are,
Perimeter Station Chimera
desert.
will
This is
assist
dry.
by
This is
providing
isolated.
target drones.
you know.
The
There's
drones
no
are
life
located
here. And I really
the
think that
interceptors
space
to
is more like a
destroy the
desert than it
target
is an ocean.
drones.
Because in an ocean, there's life everywhere, but in space, in the desert, there's life somewhere. You know, there's only a little bit of life. There's not very much life at all,
Group 1 designated.
Strike group, prepare for assault.
which is why I personally
Interceptor
think
squadron
that
complete. Production
the
underway.
depiction of space
Reporting.
in this game is
Group
actually
2
really goddamn good.
designated.
Strike group, prepare
So
for
yeah,
assault.
you can so the ships are built in squadrons, at least in Homeworld 2. In Homeworld 1, they were built as single ships, but in Homeworld 2, they're built as squadrons, and you can actually follow individual craft as you attack things and whatnot. The other thing is that you can look at enemy ships, and you can watch them as they are being attacked. And there's one other thing that you can look at that's really mind-blowing, and they didn't have to do it, but they did. And it's just absolutely fantastic.
Complete.
All right.
Production underway.
So this has still been the tutorial mission for like 10 minutes, and as soon as I get this done...
Reports victory.
Standing by.
Attention Tanis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected. Signal indicates Vager bomber strike course.
The best theme for any antagonist you will ever hear.
This is a scramble alert. All pilots to their stations.
Chimera base. This is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in. Awaiting orders.
It just fills you with fear. Anyway.
Under attack. All forces to combat alert. This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must be eliminated. Order all interceptors to destroy the Vager bombers.
Group 1 copies. Group 1 reporting. Group 2 confirmed. Group 1.
Production
Alrighty
underway.
then. So now we get a bit of a hint of what the combat's going to be like. And like, it just looks so goddamn badass. They did do some structural changes to the remastered version that I didn't quite agree with and I didn't quite like. Specifically, in the original game, they treated the fighter squadrons as separate entities. So the squadrons themselves would go into formation with other squadrons as the squadron. But in this game, they've combined Homeworld 1 with Homeworld 2, so they had to do some changes to make it more like applicable between the two, or just more general. Anyway. And one of those changes meant that when you put
Roger that,
your
Tanis.
craft in a squadron or in a group, then they'll all kind of disband from their original thing and they'll lose a bit. But that's neither here or there.
Primary couplings released.
And now we're gonna experience one of the other things that I really love about this game, and you're gonna experience. Oh no, not yet. No, this isn't the end of the mission just yet. But yeah, one of the things that was missing between this game and the original version of this game was that the Vagar ships, when they were in their squadrons, they were all kind of like,
Multiple enemy reinforcements
they're not
detected.
as like
Estimated
structural
time
as the
before
Hygaran
contact,
ship. They're actually
2
like
minutes. Begin
really
construction of
disorganized
attack
sort of
bombers
thing.
immediately.
And
Bombers
they
will
would
be
weave in and
required
out
to
of
defend
each
the
other
mothership.
as they moved, and I thought that was just absolutely fantastic. But sadly, that's not in this game because of the way that they've changed how squadrons and things work.
Group 1 copy.
So that is only just a little bit of a gripe. Otherwise, this is still just a fantastic
Formation
game.
acknowledged. Group 1 copies.
The mothership is receiving light fire.
No shit.
Attack complete.
My interceptors have just destroyed the things.
Group 1 copies. Docking with Mothership. Group 2. Docking with Mothership.
But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Okay, I'm gonna talk about another thing that I really like about this game though. And this was also this is just a thematic thing, not a gameplay thing, but it's the way that this
Bomber
game
squadron
handles
complete.
tragedies. It has a military coldness to it, a tactical military
Resource collector
coldness to
awaiting
it.
orders.
And you're gonna experience it at the end of this mission, but I'm gonna sign up
Group
before
1
that
standing
happens.
by. Group 2. Group 1
And you'll
reporting.
understand why exactly
Production
I love the way
underway.
that this game
Group
handles
1.
tragedies.
Group 1 reporting. Group 2 standing by. Ready.
I'm also going to
Mothership.
construct another resource
Production
because I
underway.
can. All right.
Group 1 standing by. Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group coordinates locked in.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Bomber squadron complete.
Confirmed. Group 1, ready. Group 2 reporting. New formation acknowledged. Group 1 reporting. Group 2 copies. New formation acknowledged.
Yay. Oh,
Priority
here we go.
The Vega are using hyperspace gates. If they are not destroyed, the enemy will deploy reinforcements through them. These gates must be destroyed.
Alright, so the... Oh, just look at the hyperspace. Look how cool this looks. Bloody badass, man. Alright. Fucking badass, man.
Group
Alright.
1 standing by.
The interceptors
Standing by.
should attack the small
Supporting
crafts,
friendly
whereas the
units.
bombers should
Strike
continue
group,
attacking
prepare for assault.
these
Reporting.
guys.
Strike group, prepare for assault.
There we go.
Confirmed. Strike group, prepare for
I have
assault.
no more resources, so these are all the ships that I can have. No, interceptors. Interceptors. Continue
Strike
intercepting
group to battle
the
position.
things that you should intercept. Nani the fuck. Alright.
Copy. Group 1 standing by. Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Group 2 copies. Group 1 copies. Standing by.
But yeah, like I'm zoomed out right now, and you're not. This is really impersonal. But as soon as I zoom in on a couple people, it becomes like,
All the remaining hyperspace
look at that.
gates.
No, these guys. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Copy. Reporting. Group 1 reporting. Group 1 copies. Group 1.
Alrighty, if I make them evasive, they'll end up splitting apart, I think. Yes!
New formation
This is
acknowledged.
not in the original game. The different formations were not in the original
Strike
game.
group attack order confirmed.
Like, these formations were, but the stances were not. These stances were, where if your friendly's getting attacked, they'll join in, or if they see an enemy, they'll just attack them, or they just won't do anything, even if they're being attacked. But these sorts of things weren't in the game. And, oh man, it just changed the dynamic of everything. It's like, they're all swarming around now. They're all trying to avoid getting attacked, which is... And then there's this kind of mode where I think they're going to be neutral, so they're going to go into their own squadrons, I think. No. Yeah, they're sort of in their own squadrons. And then they're going to go back to their fighter
Long-range
screen.
sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging
go.
on Tanis.
Anyway,
All ships
before
initiate
this
docking procedures and
starts
stand by
initially,
for
I'm going to sign out, so
hyperspace.
I'm going to see you next week. This is Quillo signing off. Thank you so much for joining me in this. This is Quillo signing off. Goodbye and good luck.
The Vega have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The Mothership must survive.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vagar have launched a
Just
massive
gloss over it.
invasion.
It's just, it doesn't matter.
Garen outposts are falling all across
That's
the
it for
inner
me.
rim. The crew of the Mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the Mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.